on the pad and show you the result of what years of hard work can produce. It's our turn to show Pell City what we're made of.
It's our turn to make Pell City proud and wear the black and gold.
It's our turn to be Pell City Panthers.
Brought to you by Hargray Communications.
The fastest internet in town.
Visit hargray.com. Now let's go to the stadium.
We are broadcasting live from Pete Rich Stadium. It is week number 10 for some high school football here across the state of Alabama. Adam Stocks along with Lance Bowman as we get ready what should be a good football game at a conference. 5A Mae Jemison coming to Pete Rich Stadium to take on 6A Pell City Panthers. Mae Jemison, the 4th seed out of their region. We'll talk more about their playoff matchup in the first round. Pell City, unfortunately, not making the playoffs this year. So Mae Jemison got at least one more week to play. Pell City, we know, here on homecoming night. And even though we had senior night a couple of weeks back, it's still kind of senior night. You'll see all the seniors come out for the coin flip a little bit later on this evening. But, Lance, hopefully we can send this high school football team out that we have watched this year, a very odd 2020 season, of course. Hopefully we can send them out with a victory tonight.
Well, you said it. It's been an odd season. We were so thankful when the season started, and I think we still are, that we got a football season in, but we knew it would be a bit different. It has been to the detriment of Pell City somewhat with not getting those 2 region games in that were possibly winnable games that would have gotten us in the playoffs. So that didn't happen. We'll wrap it up tonight. And one of the things we're trying to do, not just win it for the seniors, but also on the field, get to a 500 record.
Yeah, the Pell City Panthers, I'll tell you, again, coming into the ball game, a big victory last week against Crossville, 24-6, which will actually show up, in the record books. It was already a forfeit Pell City got. Scottsboro got the COVID, and Pell City got the 1-0 forfeit win. But luckily, we were able to get a game together. Was it late Tuesday evening? I think is when Coach Lee finally found Crossville, and they decided to come down from North Alabama and literally play for some dogs and burgers at the end of the game. That was part of the agreement, is that Pell City would feed the Crossville team at the end of the game. And they came down, Pell City, with that 24-6 win. Quentin Hicks, a couple of touchdowns in the first half. David Keith, a touchdown, field goal in the second half as well, giving Pell City that 24-6 win. And on the ground, looking at last week's game against Crossville, I thought we would be able to pound the ball a little bit better than what we did. We had great success in the first half. I think Smith was something along the lines of 7 of 9 for about $1.25 in the first half. But as far as the ground game, the per rush average wasn't as high as I was hoping it would be, even though we got that 24-6 win.
Yeah, the ground game struggled for much of the game. It picked up late. We had a couple of explosive plays from Hicks really late in the game. But first 3 quarters, Pell City probably 2.5 to 3.5 yard per carry average there in the running game. I was like you. I thought we would be able to do more on the ground. Did play a good game defensively, and we had a well-managed game by our quarterback, and that allowed us to get the win 24-6.
Yeah, the Mae Jemison Jaguars coming in with a 4-5 overall record. 4-5, they're sub 500. They're making the playoffs. What? Yeah, well, they're 4-2 in the region. It's all about winning the right games, and they won 4 of their 6 region games. And Mae Jemison, it's a new school, really. It was formed back in 2016. J.O. Johnson and Butler were the 2 schools that combined to make Mae Jemison. They've bounced back and forth in those couple of years from 5A to 6A, back down to 5A this year. And Mae Jemison coming in again 4-5 overall, 4-2 with the region record. Coach Harold Wells, his first year at Mae Jemison, but before that, he was a 24-year head football coach at J.O. Johnson. So no stranger to the new school, if you will, being at J.O. Johnson for so long.
Well, those are 2 historic schools historically, Adam, up in the Huntsville area that have put out some pretty big-time athletes, not just in football but also in college basketball. Some guys coming out to play from Butler High School and J.O. Johnson. So I'm sure we'll see some athletes tonight. And talking about Mae Jemison, we're also looking at a team that started really slow, didn't look too well offensively or defensively, at least if you look at the scores, and then really picked it up second half of the season.
Yeah, you take a look at the 2 teams offensively and defensively, very even. Mae Jemison averaging 20 points per game on offense. Pell City averaging 21 points per game on offense. Mae Jemison giving up 23 on defense, Pell City giving up 24 on defense. So when you take a look at the average scores over the course of the first 9 games, very, very close there. And this is something that you don't get to see a lot tonight, the offense. We're going to see the triple option. We're going to see the wishbone tonight. You don't see that a whole lot anymore. That's some 70s Alabama football right there. And we'll also see the double slot set. So those 3 sets means the Panther defense, especially the linebacking core, are going to have to be very, very disciplined. I think we may see some really good plays tonight. Matt Fry, one of the seniors out there on his last game here, Drew Sisson, 2 of the linebackers, we may be calling their names a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's all about, especially when you play something that where the quarterback's running and got an option or anything like that, where these guys line up, who they key on, and that's so important in terms of keeping that offense in check. Last week we saw the Notre Dame box. That's also something you don't see very often in today's line. So it'll be fun to watch those guys, especially a senior like Matt Fry, who's been such a good player for Pell City. Hope he does go out and have a big game tonight.
All right, we're going to throw it back to the studios. Coach's Corner coming your way, brought to you by Wood Surfside Marina. I sat down with Coach a little bit earlier this morning, and we talked about the big win last week against Crossville. We talked about the game tonight against Mae Jemison, and he talks about the seniors as well. A lot of these players, we've been calling their names for 3, sometimes 4 years over here at Pell City High School. So we'll talk about that. Coach will kind of give a summary of their career here as it comes to a conclusion tonight here at Pete Rich Stadium. And not only the players, but we've also got a assistant coach, longtime assistant coach here at Pell City High School who is retiring, Terry Isbell, longtime assistant coach. He has coached City, he's coached at Raglan, he's coached at Moody, softball coach at Pell City, basketball coach at Moody. So we'll talk a lot about Terry Isbell. A lot of folks have had Coach Isbell over the years. He has been at Pell City High School. He had a couple of stints, 89 to 2011. Then he went to Moody for a couple of years. In the last 2.5 years, he's been back here at Pell City High School. So he and his wife, Kim, they bought himself a new trailer, a camper, and they're heading out west. So we'll talk about Coach Isbell as we go through the course of the game. Got to throw it back to the studios here to Mitch. Coach's Corner coming your way here. Again, brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina. Want to remind everybody that you can watch this live as well. Hello to everybody watching on YouTube and also our Facebook page on Facebook Live. What you do is hop on your phone, your smart television, whatever, and either YouTube or Facebook Live. If you're not already following us or subscribed, then type in 94.1 FM The River on either of those platforms, and you'll be able to listen to the broadcast as well as watch it live, replays and all. And on the video side, Tiffany Stutter doing a great job with our camera. My son Michael, we recruited him last minute. He's going to be doing a camera, and Gregory Kirby doing our production side as well as the producer. So we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, it's Coach's Corner here on 94.1 FM The River.
Wood Surfside Marina is open for all of your boating needs. And the best way to reconnect with family and friends is on the water. And it's a great time to get your boat serviced. Wood Surfside Marina. Sales, service, dry storage, wet slips, and a fully stocked marina on beautiful Lake Logan Martin. Stop by Wood Surfside Marina. Click on woodsurfside.com or call 205-525-5533.
Pell City Internal and Family Medicine is now open in their new state-of-the-art facility just off Highway 231 South in Pell City at 41 Eminence Way. It's a new location, but with all of the services that have made Pell City Internal and Family Medicine an integral part of healthcare in the area for years. With family wellness, women's health, pediatric care, sports medicine, Jatani aesthetics, and so much more. That's Pell City Internal and Family Medicine, now in their new location near Publix in Pell City at 41 Eminence Way. Call 205-884-9000 or visit PCIFM.com.
While we are facing uncertain times, one thing for certain is that Coosa Valley Mortgage in Pell City is here for you. Rates are at an all-time low, so now is a great time to refinance, and VA loans are still available. Vic Cook and his staff will help guide you through the process, all from the comfort of your home with remote access and DocuSign. Give them a call at 205-884-2665. That's 205-884-2665, or visit CoosaValleyMortgage.com to see what Coosa Valley Mortgage can do for you.
The St. Clair County Commission That's Commission Chairman Paul Manning and Commissioners Jeff Brown, Ricky Parker, Bob Mize, and Tommy Bowers are proud supporters of everything St. Clair County, especially the schools, supporting excellence in the classroom and on the field. The St. Clair County Commission wishes good luck to all teams this year across St. Clair County. The St. Clair County Commission, proud supporters of athletics and academics.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. So you can rest easy, knowing that you're providing the right choice in comfort and energy efficiency for your home when you choose Carrier. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company and get ready for winter with a fall tune-up from Allen Service Company. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
At ERA King Real Estate, we're empowered by technology and driven by community. What does that mean? It means you are the reason we have the most extensive training and the most innovative tools in the business. We believe a culture focused on building value in our agents produces exponential value for you when you're ready to sell. To find your agent, text KING to 35620. ERA King, working hard to make selling your home easy.
Are you facing divorce or any other family legal issue? Lori Mize Henderson will work with you to get the best possible resolution for your situation, specializing in family law, domestic relations, adoption, paternity actions, child support, and estate planning. The law office of Lori Mize Henderson has the experience and knowledge to provide you with frank, honest, and reliable legal representation through any family matter. For dedicated, experienced, and compassionate legal services, call Lori Mize Henderson at 205-338-0061, continuously striving to meet your family's needs. No representation made. The quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Welcome into Coach's Corner. Adam Stocks along with Wayne Lee, the head football coach for our Pell City Panthers, as we get ready for the final game of the regular season against Mae Jemison. We'll talk about that matchup coming up in just a couple of minutes. We're going to talk about, of course, the big victory against Crossville last Friday at Pete Rich Stadium, a big 24-6 victory for the Pell City Panthers. As we talk Coach's Corner here, brought to you by Woods at Surfside Marina. Coach, always good to get a win on the football field at the end of the night.
Yes, it is. It is. And that game was I'm gonna tell you what, it was physical to say the least out there last Friday night, and it was good for our kids out there, like I said, to get a win. It was also good for them to see a team come in and get after them. Like Crawford did last week with what we got coming up this week.
Yeah, it got chippy out there at times between the two teams.
It did. When you got two teams that were just basically both trying to run the football, we threw it some in there, but they didn't. It got, you're banging on the same guy all night long. It got a little heated from time to time.
Well, let's talk about that game a little bit. Pell City going into the locker room at the half, 14-6 advantage. A 4-yard touchdown run by Hicks, and Richard's PAT was good, and then a 5-yard run by Hicks. So a couple of touchdowns in that first half by the big running back.
Yeah, we moved the ball good at times. And at times we had some mental breakdowns out there, made some mistakes. We should have been able to move the ball every time we had it. We had what we were doing. It was obviously it was open at times, and then we messed it up more than they messed it up for us at times right there. And we had some penalties in there. I'm going to tell you what, I've never seen receivers. All of a sudden, I guess our receivers just decided to hold Friday night. They hadn't done it all year, and then the Friday night they decided to hold or whatever. Whatever that is on that. But, that's a big penalty right there sometimes. And all of that. Our kids were hustling out there, and they must have got a hand out or an arm around or something like that.
Up 14-6 at the half, going into the locker room. What did you talk to your guys about?
We talked about just making sure we go out and do what we're supposed to do. We felt like we didn't change a whole lot of stuff. Felt like we were okay with what we were doing. Didn't need to tweak it too much, but made a few adjustments on defense right there to make sure we get them stopped and everything, and give the ball back to the offense and give them chances to put points on the board.
So coming out in the second half, a 5-yard touchdown run by Keith, and then an 18-yard field goal by Osborne gave us that 24-6 victory. So at the end of the game, you got the victory. We won twice, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
We got the forfeit against Scottsboro, and then got the victory on the field against Crossville. What did you tell your kids at the end of the game?
I told them we to keep on doing what we're doing right now. We're starting to play a little bit better. We got some wins going on right here, and got 1 week left. Let's finish it out.
Let's take a look back on the offensive side of the ball. Some of the guys that stood out for you.
Quentin had a good night. Obviously, he had a couple long runs in there. David ran the ball hard down there around the goal line, and overall we threw it okay. We didn't. We had some more throws that we didn't make, but we threw it okay. As the night went on, I think we were like, what was it, 11 for 15, 11 for 16, something like that, for about 140 yards, and so that's adequate for us right there. That's not a bad night.
How about the offensive linemen? How'd they grade out?
Yeah, they did pretty good. They did pretty good, and they had some big old guys in front of them. That's the thing. We didn't necessarily realize that they were as big as they were. 2 days of film, you're really just trying to get what they're doing more than who they are or anything like that. But they had some big guys in front of them Friday night.
On the defensive side of the ball, who stood out for you?
Matt Fry had a good game. Carlos Herring had a really good game, and the interior guys in there. I mean, they were getting banged on and double teamed every play. Again, their names aren't going to get called as much because they're getting banged on and double teamed every play. But they did a good job so those other guys could run to the ball and make some tackles.
All right, let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about tonight's opponent, Mae Jemison, the first matchup ever between Mae Jemison and our Pell City Panthers. It's week number 10, the final regular season game, final game of the season for the Pell City Panthers. Stick around, Coach's Corner, brought to you by Wood Surfside Marina here on 94.1 FM, The River.
Wood Surfside Marina is open for all of your boating needs. And the best way to reconnect with family and friends is on the water. And it's a great time to get your boat serviced. Wood Surfside Marina. Sales, service, dry storage, wet slips, and a fully stocked marina on beautiful Lake Logan Market. Stop by Wood Surfside Marina. Click on woodsurfside.com or call 205-525-5533.
Dotwood Inc. Appraisal Service, serving Pell City and St. Clair County for 40 years. Located in downtown Pell City, call 884-1608. That's 884-1608. Dotwood Inc. Appraisal Service, a proud supporter of the Pell City Panthers.
Since 1991, Community Credit has been building loans specifically designed with you in mind. They make the loan process simple and convenient with all types of loans from automobile, personal property, real estate, mobile homes, and more up to $10,000. Serving customers just like you for years. See Sherry, Terry, or Jessica today. That's Community Credit, 1912 Cogswell Avenue. Call 338-4433.
If you're ready to take your pistol, rifle, or shotgun experience to the next level, the CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park can get you there. For a small fee, you can spend a whole day of marksmanship practice in half the time of the other ranges. Instead of walking back and forth and changing targets, you can concentrate on learning and watching your scores increase. And with the top-notch staff, you can learn more and perform better at your pace. The CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park, just 2 miles from the Speedway off of I-20. Find us on the web at thecmp.org.
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of friendly, caring bankers that work to meet the needs of everyone in the community. Whether it's personal or business checking, investment accounts, consumer and commercial lending, home mortgages, equity lines of credit, and more, Metro Bank would love the opportunity to serve you. Come home to us, Metro Bank. Call for more, 884-2265. That's 884-BANK. Metro Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hello, folks. April Hartley here with Keller Williams of Pell City. Thinking of selling or buying a home? Now is the time to make that move. Allow me to take care of the hard part while you focus on the details when it comes to move-in day. Call me to help you with all of your real estate needs at 205-405-6276. That's 205-405-6276. Buy or sell smartly with Hartley, Keller Williams, Pell City, your local real estate agent.
The Golden Rule Barbecue in Pell City is proud to support Pell City High School athletics and academics. Stop in today for the Golden Rule's deliciously smoked barbecue pork, ribs, chicken, and more. Rule tailgating this season with the Golden Rule Barbecue. Call today at 338-1443. The entire crew at the Golden Rule Barbecue in Pell City says, "Go Panthers!"
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Adam Stocks along with Wayne Lee, head football coach for our Pell City Panthers. Coach's Corner brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina. And, Coach, we're going into the final regular season game. Honestly, you know, a lot of people, we didn't know whether or not we'd have a season, let alone make it to the end of the season. And here we are, game number 10. We'll talk about the season. We'll kind of wrap it up. Senior night, we'll talk about the seniors coming up in our third segment. We've got a long-time coach here in several sports that's retiring from coaching and from teaching as well. So we'll talk about Coach Terry Isbell in that third segment as well. But let's talk about tonight's opponent here in this second segment, Mae Jemison. Offensively, what are we going to see out of these guys?
You're going to see them. They're a triple option type team. Gives you some different formations. You'll actually see the true wishbone. You'll see that. You'll see the double slot, but you'll see the double slot out of shotgun, and it's not with the fullback is still behind the quarterback, so he's about 7 yards deep back there. So it's been, it took us a little while in practice to really try to get a look at the triple option coming at you from 4 yards behind the offensive line. It's usually a quick hit and play, and it still is to a point, but the mesh point is at 4 yards deep instead of right on the line of scrimmage. So we had to get that worked out, and a lot of option stuff, some buck sweep. They mix in a little wing tee stuff with it right there, and then they will throw the ball. They're a very athletic team. Quarterback's the guy. Number 7, he's the guy. I mean, he's the man that makes them go.
Well, when you run or when you go defensively against a triple option team, it's all about discipline on the defensive side, right?
Yeah, discipline and responsibility. You know who you got, and we've worked on that all week, and you've got to do it every play. You can't come back and say, hey, Coach, I thought he did. No, you got what you got. Do it every play. Don't come back and you can't come back and tell us that I thought he gave it here or I thought he was going to run it here. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to do it every single play, because it's everybody's seen that the fullback can go 80 yards, the quarterback can go 80 yards. If you don't cover the pitch, he can go 80 yards. So you've got to take all three aspects of it every play.
Yeah, can you kind of generalize, and it may be hard, but can you kind of generalize how you defend the triple option?
Yeah, we'll take all right, we'll be in a 3-2 look, all right? Their tackles release inside, so our defensive ends, they'll squeeze down and take the fullback, okay? The old deal in football, squeeze and scrape. The inside linebacker will scrape over to the quarterback. Outside linebacker will play quarterback. Then we've got the secondary, the corner, the safety. They'll be playing pitch. Also, from that right there, the backside inside linebacker, when option opens up away from him, he's running straight to the fullback's head every time. So basically, we've got 2 people on every part of the option right there.
Is it a thing where you hit the quarterback every play regardless whether you got the ball just to make sure he knows
him and the
there?
fullback? Him and the fullback. I mean, you got to get that. You've almost got to get to a point where you've got to get the fullback punch drunk. I mean, he's coming up in there. Your responsibility is him. You've got to hit him every play.
Defensively, what does Mae Jemison bring tonight?
They're going to have a lot of people up on the line of scrimmage. Their deal is, and has been on film, is they want to take the run away and make you throw the ball. And we feel like we've got some throws in there. We've seen some people make some throws on them, and we feel like we still got some running lanes in there on some stuff this week. We've had, I've been impressed this week. We've had a really good offensive week of practice this week.
What about the special teams, starting with the return units?
They don't put a lot into their special teams. We're not. I would like to say we'll be able to get a punt return tonight. Probably not. They haven't shown. I mean, I say this right now on the radio. I mean, they'll come out and the guy will kick it 70 yards every time he kicks it, but he hasn't. He's shown an average of about 20 to 25 yards, which is really isn't time to set up a return there. Kickoff, they kick it right out. They got a big guy that kicks it right down the middle of the field. Sometimes he kicks it in the end zone. Sometimes he kicks it off the side of his foot. So it's kind of. It's kind of hard, but we got to be solid on our end of it. We can't afford to have a punt block or anything like that.
All right, let's take a timeout. When we'll come back, we'll talk a lot of things. We'll talk about cold weather. This is the first really cold game that we're going to have. Going to be a wet field, too. It's cloudy today for the most part. I know we've got some wind help drying it out, but it's going to be a wet field and cold conditions. We'll talk about that, how it's going to impact the play calling and the kids as well. Senior night tonight, so we'll talk about the seniors and the final regular season game for the Pell City Panthers, welcoming in Mae Jemison. Stick around. Coach's Corner, brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina, continues here on 94.1 FM, The River.
Wood Surfside Marina is open for all of your boating needs. And the best way to reconnect with family and friends is on the water. And it's a great time to get your boat serviced. Wood Surfside Marina. Sales, service, dry storage, wet slips, and a fully stocked marina on beautiful Lake Logan Market. Stop by Wood Surfside Marina. Click on woodsurfside.com or call 205-525-5533.
Fall has arrived at Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop. Lots of new merchandise to choose from.
like fall decor, college game day apparel and accessories, repurposed luxury items, and more. Remember, Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop is operating as curbside only, so check them out on Facebook and Instagram to see the latest items to hit the shelves. That's Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop on Cogswell Avenue across from the food outlet. Call 205-338-4903. That's 205-338-4903. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, your hometown drugstore.
Planet Nutrition in Pell City is now open and ready to serve up the most delicious, high-protein, low-carb, low-fat smoothies you will ever taste. With over 40 flavors to choose from: chocolate peanut butter, blueberry cheesecake, tropical blast, wedding cake, and a whole lot more. We also carry In Motion house brands of supplements and shake mixes designed specifically for Planet Nutrition stores. Conveniently located on Highway 231 in the Public Shopping Center with drive-through service available. That's Planet Nutrition in Pell City. If you haven't tried our brand of smoothie yet, it's going to change your mind.
Great food and great atmosphere? Well, that's simple. Buffalo Wild Wings in Pell City. Whether it's their classic chicken wings, juicy bacon cheeseburger, or a salad, Buffalo Wild Wings has it all. And of course, if it's sports, it's gonna be on one of the TVs at B-Dubs. Dine in, call ahead for pickup, or download the B-Dubs app to place your order and get rewards like free food. Buffalo Wild Wings in Pell City.
Pell City Mayor Bill Pruitt and the entire City Council say,
Go Panthers!
As the Pell City Panthers football team is competing with some of the best in the state every Friday night. Pell City, Alabama, the gateway to Lake Logan Martin, with a fantastic school system, parks for the entire family, one of the best fireworks shows in Alabama, and a safe place to raise your family. So from Mayor Bill Pruitt, the entire City Council, and the residents of Pell City,
Go Panthers!
Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Pell City High School athletics and academics. At Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, it's easy and convenient to manage your account. With the free CP Card Command app from Coosa Pines, you can instantly lock and unlock your cards, control spending limits, get real-time purchase alerts, and so much more. Located across from the Pell City Civic Center at 2708 Stimley Bridge Road. Call 256-378-5559 or visit CoosaPinesFCU.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Bart Perry, your hometown and local State Farm agent. Some insurance agents look at customers as a number. At State Farm, our experienced team, we look at you as a friend and a partner. We offer just about every line of insurance, business or personal. We offer multi-line discounts in our brand new Drive Safe and Save discount. Come by and see us so we can show you how to save money and make sure you're properly insured. Call me, Bart Perry, at 525-0726. State Farm Insurance and Bart Perry, partners to make sure life goes right. 525-0726.
And we're proud to say we've officially moved to our new location next to the Pell City Coffee Company on Highway 231 South.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Adam Stocks along with Wayne Lee, the head football coach of our Pell City Panthers, as we get ready for the final regular season and final game of this wacky 2020 year for the Pell City Panthers. Coach's Corner brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina, and a lot of good stuff that we're going to talk about here in this third segment. Senior night here tonight for the Pell City Panthers. We got that going on. And I know we had senior night a couple of games ago, but this is the true last game of the year for the kids. And this is you know, we're not going to the playoffs. So these seniors tonight, a lot of names have been calling out for 3, sometimes 4 years on the radio. You know, it's their last ball game, and they know it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked to them about that right there. We want them to go out, you know, in a good way right there, and that's getting a win tonight. You know, we'll break a little bit of a rules tonight. We're going to send them all out as captains. You know, they tell you we can't bring but one, but, I mean, it's the last game. What are they going to do? I mean, so we'll get them all out there recognized like that. And like I said, they all do play a part. You know, every single senior we got plays a part in the game plan and stuff like that. And like you said, you've been calling their names out for a while, and they a good group of kids, really, really good group of kids. Hate that the COVID and everything had to happen, you know, in their senior year and stuff like that, but it's just, you know, we always tell them, you know, control the things you can control and don't worry about the others, and that's kind of what we've got ourselves into this year.
Yeah, it's a senior night, also homecoming, a weird homecoming. We were supposed to have a bonfire last night. Maybe we should have had it. A lot of people without power, you know, we could have had everybody over.
Yeah, I think if we could have got the word out, I mean, I know me and you tried to talk a little bit yesterday, and we dropping calls and everything else. Probably could have got an overabundance of firewood yesterday if we could have got people out of their houses and out of their neighborhoods and and stuff like that. And that's what the deal was last night. It just wasn't. We talked to the fire department, Chief Kuzieski. I mean, they run the fire. We get our hands off of that. You know, we don't want to burn down the school or anything like that. And he said, you know, we're still out there. The fire crews were still out trying to help people, and roads were still impassable and stuff like that. So it was just you know, we'll move it back. We'll have a bonfire for the kids later on, but last night, even though it turned out to be a pretty day yesterday, it just wasn't going to work.
Yeah, we're talking about yesterday. We're talking late morning here on Friday, which of course is going to play pregame. But a lot of people still without power across the Pell City area and across specifically the Pell City school system, the attendance zone. How is that work? I mean, you got that. You got the AV schedule, so half the kids not here anyway. I mean, how has today worked for you guys?
I'm looking forward to coaching football today and everything else. You know, it's got to be tough on the administrators and stuff like that. It really does. But, yeah, we've been in touch with our kids, and we're trying to run it just like a regular B-day. Kids are in school. You know, they're in school for the day. The A students, we'll get you here at 2:30, then we'll eat pregame, and everything will roll right along from there.
Yeah, picture day, too. You know, picture day without any water, you know, cold water or warm water at the house. That's great.
Yeah, that probably didn't affect my guys too much right there. That may be the cheerleaders and some of the girls in the school may have had a problem with that. My guys, they'll be okay.
All right, let's talk about the seniors specifically. I know you've got a roster in front of you. We do this every time, the final segment of the last home game of the year. And again, some of these guys, some of these names have been calling out for several years, and you've got the roster in front of you. If you'll just kind of, you'll talk about the seniors and just kind of give a synopsis of their career here at Pell City.
You know, starting off number one, Bryson Clow. You know, he's kind of been sort of the unheralded MVP this year. We've asked him to do a ton of different things. He's done a lot of them well. Just a really good athlete, plays hard, had a really good year. David Keith, running back, obviously, you know, people hear his name getting the ball. He's done a good job for us this year. Harrison Fosnall, I mean, again, there's another one, you know, solid, probably been our most solid performer overall for the year. And the position he plays, you don't hear his name, and that's a good thing. Because when you start hearing DB's names, that's not always a good thing. But he's been solid. Matt Fry, he's our leader on defense right there, inside linebacker, been there for 3 years. I mean, that kid's just a football player. He's just a tough, hard-nosed football player. Carson, you know, back there in the secondary has been good for us this year. Kickoff returner. Had some big returns there for us right there. Hopefully tonight he can pop another one for us on that. Gannon came back and kicked for us this year. Done a good job on the kickoffs and stuff like that. Sharing times on the extra points, doing a good job. Brilliant Swift, big defensive lineman. Really had a good year for us this year. Really done a good job in there for us. Brandon Jacks, inside linebacker, he's one. He does a good job for us. Hard worker right there. Big Jalen Gilbert, you know, we've asked him, you know, coming in, he was our nose. Jalen, you're going to be the nose. Then we lost, you know, after about game one, we've lost 2 offensive linemen. Okay, Jalen, you're going to have to play both ways. You know, that's tough on a big 290, 300-pound kid right there, but he's done it every game this week, made it through. Just a tremendous football player. Ryan Aldridge, other tackle, he's a 3-year starter. Done a good job for us. You know, got his younger brother out there now. I'm going to follow him. But, you know, these guys, like I said, if we talk about them there, every one of them has factored in, you know, during the year. Good kids, you know, hopefully, you know, everything that they've learned from football, stuff like that, they'll be successful, you know, young adults as they move on from here.
Well, a lot of those names, again, you know, we call a lot of those names over the past couple of years, and it happens at the last game of every season. You know, happens every game or every season. You've got the seniors that graduate, and the vast majority of high school football players across the country, they don't go to the next level.
Don't let me forget big old Marcus. He was down here at the bottom of the list right here. He had a different number up right there. Old Marcus has come in and done a big job. Big kid, strong kid, good kid, playing nose for us right now, doing well for us. And you know, like you said, you know, some of these kids have got some possibilities to go in and play. You know, and like you said, across the board, it's a crazy small percentage. People don't always realize it's a crazy small percentage that get to go in and play after high school.
Now, you've got a coach also that is retiring. It's going to be his last coaching gig tonight. He's been in coaching a long time, football, a long time softball coach. I think Raglan, Moody, and Pell City. He's been in around the county. Talking about Izzy, Coach Terry Isbell. This is his last year of coaching and his last year as a teacher as he's retiring out. Talk about Coach Izzy.
We don't have enough time. I mean, what a super classy guy, great person, impacted so many kids over the years and stuff. Just, hate to see him go. Happy to see him go. From the standpoint of now, him and Kim are going to travel. They'll have a big time. He's got grandkids. And, the positives just keep on coming for him. As a person, as a coach, as a teacher, and everything. And I'm glad he got to come back to Pell City and do it, and retire here. That's really special for him.
Yeah, Coach Terry Isbell, his last football game here as a coach on the staff at Pell City High School, and his teaching career coming to a close as well, as he's going to retire out. And you got a big old trailer. Is that what they're going to travel the country?
Yeah, they do. They have a camper. They're going to travel, and Coach Izzy, it ought to be fun. I mean, we'll get some stories back. I'm sure Coach Isbell will come back and talk to us and everything, because he just, everybody likes Coach Isbell. You're not going to find anybody say anything bad about him. And it's been, I think his wife put a Facebook post out this morning, and I think she put it out about 7:30, and by 9 o'clock it had 100 replies to it. I mean, it's just super, super good stuff for him.
Let's, as we wrap up here, Coach, just kind of wrap up the 2020 season for us here. Again, we know we're not going to have another Coach's Corner next week. This is the last game, didn't make the playoffs, so just kind of give us a synopsis of this year.
Yeah, different would be the word with a capital D, different. I mean, it's, you roll around this summer, you're not sure about getting started and how you need to do your practices, and then we do get started, and we don't play well right off the bat. We got some young kids and stuff, and we don't do a good job, and then we kind of get straightened out, and then we get had to sit out a couple of games for COVID, and now I think here at the end, if we do what we're supposed to tonight, winning 3 out of the last 4 games right there, I mean, we kind of got it back like it should have been, or we felt like it should have been all year long. And the tiebreaker came down to us and Arab, and COVID won. And I hate that for the kids, because they didn't get a chance to really go play that game to decide for themselves whether they're in the playoffs or not. And it's again, like I said, we told them it's control what you can control, and that was a situation that they couldn't control. But I hate it for them. But that's the year it's just been so different. I mean, it's you worry every day at practice. Are you doing the right things to keep the kids safe from COVID in the weight room, in the school? It's just it's just different, and it's you were talking last week. In the region standings on the state website, I mean it's got stars and asterisks and dollar signs and everything else on every region of how the COVID affected the playoffs across the state this year. I mean, there's several other teams besides us that aren't in because of COVID, and there's several teams that are in because of COVID, and it's just it's a mess. And there's some people that are it's going to be close next week. I mean, there's two teams I know of in North Alabama that have to forfeit tonight that are in the playoffs next week. Supposedly. So, I mean, it's just different, just different. It was still football. I'm glad we got to play as much as we did get to play, but just under such different circumstances.
Coach, as always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you at the half and then on the field at the end of the ball game as well.
No, absolutely. Had fun.
All right, thanks, Coach. Coach Wayne Lee, head football coach for our Pell City Panthers, as we get ready for the final regular season game here at Pete Rich Stadium, homecoming for the Pell City Panthers. Stick around. Coach's Corner brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina. Kickoff is coming up here on 94.1 FM The River.
Say hello to Real Speed with Hargray Internet. Perfect for today's most advanced TVs, tablets, and gaming systems. Go faster with Hargray and enjoy the fastest internet in town and hometown service you deserve. Call 205-350-9885. That's 205-350-9885. And switch to Hargray today. Go to hargray.com for more information.
Since 2002, State Representative Randy Wood has been representing the folks in St. Clair and Calhoun counties with pride and integrity. And he's not just a politician. He's a go-to-work kind of guy with Wood's Auto Body Shop in Anniston. So a big old Go Panthers from State Representative Randy Wood.
Good Game Company is proud to support the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold and the Pell City High School football team and cheerleaders. In business for over 60 years, Good Game Company believes in building relationships. You will notice Good Game Company's professional workmanship in projects like the new Town and Country Ford in Pell City, Northside Medical Associates, WKW, Iceman Automotive, Ford Meter Box, Honda of Alabama, and many more. Building relationships for over 60 years in Pell City, Good Game Company is proud to support our community and our schools. Go Panthers and go Marching Band of Gold.
In these times of stress and uncertainty, the best way to combat the threat of COVID-19 is to be prepared. When it comes to disinfection and sanitization, ServPro cleanup practices follow CDC guidelines and use EPA-approved products. We are here to help you protect your business and your employees 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call on your certified cleanup experts at ServPro of Talladega, Clay, and Randolph counties, and ServPro of St. Clair County at 256-378-1319. Franchise is independently owned and operated.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Call Union State Insurance at 884-1670. That's 884-1670.
The Kilgrove Funeral Home, since 1908, taking care of families during that time of need. From traditional funerals to the now popular celebration of life, the staff at the Kilgrove Funeral Home will be glad to get you all the facts you need. That's the Kilgrove Funeral Home. Call for more at 338-3341.
Jamison Taylor's School of Music offers individual instruction on all types of instruments and voice in their new location on 1st Avenue North in Pell City, right across from City Hall. That's Jamison Taylor's School of Music. On the web at jamisontaylor.com. Check them out on Facebook or call 473-9791.
We're back here at Pete Rich Stadium, home of the Pell City Panthers, as we gear up for the final regular season and, unfortunately, the final game of the 2020 football season. Adam Stocks along with Lance Bowman as we are back here. You heard Coach's Corner, brought to you by Wood Surfside Marina. We talked about the game last week, the big victory against Crossville. 2 wins in one night. We got the forfeit win against Scottsboro. And then we got the 24-7 victory against Crossville last week. So tonight we bring in Mae Jemison, a team that is a 5A program. They're going to the first round of the playoffs, however. So should be a good football game. Mae Jemison, man, they're going to want to run it, and when they're done running it, they're going to run it some more on us.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see a better opponent than we saw last week. Coming in here tonight, talking about Mae Jemison from Huntsville, Alabama. 4-5 on the year. They won the 4 important ones, Adam. They got all 4 wins that through region play, so that is why they will be in the playoffs, getting those region wins. And Pell City just trying to get to 500 on the season, at least on the field. 3-4 on the field. You talked about the games that we lost via COVID forfeiture earlier in the season, but I think a tall task for our defense tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a very disciplined defense to be able to stop the triple option, the wishbone. Those 2 sets, we're going to see a lot of those, and that's, it's the quarterback. And if you listen to Coach's Corner, you heard Coach Wayne Lee. I was asking him, do you want to make sure the quarterback or the fullback, running back, gets hit every play? He said, absolutely. You want to make them punch drunk. Whether they have the ball or not, you want to hit them, and you want to make it where in the second half they're feeling it, whether they're carrying the ball or not.
Yeah, and it's about, not just tackling the ball carrier, as you mentioned there. It's about being disciplined, because a guy doing his job on this type of offensive game plan is not always going to be the guy getting the tackle. A lot of times you're going to have your DBs who are actually going to go after the guy that receives the pitch, but it's about that linebacker play and defensive end play, squeezing down on your quarterback and your fullback, making sure they receive hits throughout the game to wear them down as the night progresses.
Exactly, and again, make them punch drunk is what Coach Lee was talking about. We got the national anthem coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Of course, we'll take a listen to that. Let's go down I think we're going to have time for the first time tonight. Scott Elliott, our sideline reporter, brought to you by Pell City Internal and Family Medicine. And Scott, you got the toboggan on, you got the hoodie on, and you're kind of ready to go down there?
Oh, my goodness. If you hear something going, that's my teeth chattering before the end of the game. Right now it's 53 degrees, wind from the northwest at 5, dew point at 45, and by the end of the game we're supposed to be around 47, 48, 49 degrees. So it's going to get a little chilly. The field is damp out there in places, not all over the field, but in places it is damp. So watch for a little slipping and sliding tonight.
Our sideline reporter, as it has been for many years, brought to you by Pell City Internal and Family Medicine, the JROTC. You see a shot coming up on our camera right there. If you're watching on live, either Facebook Live or our Facebook Live or YouTube channel, either one of them. You can watch us live along with the audio right now. Just type in 94.1 FM The River, and you can watch and listen live. So got that coming up here in just a couple of minutes. It is homecoming. If you were watching on the video side, you saw the homecoming court come out, and they'll announce the winner of the homecoming queen at the half. So we'll have that for you, of course. And then we'll talk to Coach Lee going into the locker room at the half. We'll talk to him at the end of the ball game as well. And then right after the game, we have the CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park High School Football Scoreboard Show with Dale Owen and Greg Hand and Mitch Poe back there in the studios. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem. It's Panther football here on 94.1 FM The River.
The St. Clair County Commission. That's Commission Chairman Paul Manning and Commissioners Jeff Brown, Ricky Parker, Bob Mize, and Tommy Bowers are proud supporters of everything St. Clair County, especially the schools, supporting excellence in the classroom and on the field. The St. Clair County Commission wishes good luck to all teams this year across St. Clair County. The St. Clair County Commission, proud supporters of athletics and academics.
Pell City Internal and Family Medicine is now open in their new state-of-the-art facility just off Highway 231 South in Pell City at 41 Eminence Way. It's a new location, but with all of the services that have made Pell City Internal and Family Medicine an integral part of healthcare in the area for years. With family wellness, women's health, pediatric care, sports medicine, Jatani aesthetics, and so much more. That's Pell City Internal and Family Medicine, now in their new location near Publix in Pell City at 41 Eminence Way. Call 205-884-9000 or visit PCIFM.com.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. So you can rest easy, knowing that you're providing the right choice in comfort and energy efficiency for your home when you choose Carrier. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company and get ready for winter with a fall tune-up from Allen Service Company. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
Fall has arrived at Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop. Lots of new merchandise to choose from, like fall decor, college game day apparel and accessories, repurposed luxury items, and more. Remember, Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop is operating as curbside only, so check them out on Facebook and Instagram to see the latest items to hit the shelves. That's Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop on Cogswell Avenue across from the food outlet. Call 205-338-4903. That's 205-338-4903. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, your hometown drugstore.
Nice rendition of the national anthem. I don't know if that was the choir, but great job down there by the young men and women from Pell City High School. As we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff here at Pete Rich Stadium, the final game of the season. No playoffs for the Pell City Panthers. So unfortunately, this is the final one, and we know it's going to be the final one. Mae Jemison, they did make the playoffs, Lance, so they will be playing next week. And I think it's going to come to a a crashing halt for Mae Jemison. They're going to play Pleasant Grove. Got to travel to Pleasant Grove. It's really, really good football team this year.
Pleasant Grove makes me think of the 03 season, that run Pell City had where we had the 12-0 team, and I believe it was Pleasant Grove that upended us that season back in 03.
It wasn't so pleasant on that trip over there.
No, not so pleasant at all for the Panthers, one of the best teams. Often argued, is that the best Panther team that has come through Pell City High School. I know those guys in that particular class think so. I still tend to lean towards the 86 Panthers. And then you got guys like Jason Callahan might say the 87 Panthers, but those three teams usually mentioned as the best, 86, 87, 03. But let's talk about the 2020 Pell City Panthers tonight, Adam. Senior night and homecoming for Pell City.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the seniors as we go through the course of the game. You know, it's we were talking before we went to Coach's Corner about how some of the players, they've 3-year starters, some of them, you know, out on the field in the latter part of their freshman year. So some of the names that we've been calling out for seems like a really long time. It's going to be the last time we call their names out here at Pete Ridge Stadium. And we got the captain for the Pell City Panthers at midfield down there. That captain for tonight for the Panthers is going to be David Keith. So the running back, David Keith, going to go out for the coin flip. Flip brought to you, that and the starting lineup, brought to you by State Farm agent Bart Perry.
David Keith, of course, leading ground gainer for Pell City this season. Part of that tandem attack. David Keith, the senior, along with Quentin Hicks. We'll have Quentin Hicks back next year, both producing explosive games at times throughout the season. Last week it was Hicks with the big numbers. A couple of weeks ago, it was number 7, David Keith.
Again, waiting for the captains to go to the middle of the field.
You know, Adam, you talked about the temperature tonight, and typically we have seen the weather get this way this time of year. I mean, you might, sometimes I know you get them earlier in the year, but usually by that last game, and typically you get all 10 games in before the end of October. And by the time that last one or two rolls around, like tonight, Scott, Halloween Eve, it's cold, and it's biting here tonight a little bit.
Adam Stocks along with Lance Bowman in the studios, in the press box here. It's going to be a little chilly, I think. The windows are wide open, and everybody's got a jacket on. Tiffany was having cold chills. It was 4 o'clock and sunny by then.
Well, this is one of those games, as I was talking, you know, by the end of the night tonight, if you're in the stands, going to be a cold one.
Yep. All right, let's go down. Let's take a listen into the coin flip again, brought to you by State Farm agent Bart Perry. Since Mae Jemison is the visiting team, they're going to be calling heads or tails. Let's take a listen in.
Guys, you guys as captains have to take care of stuff whenever we have to take care of it for you. You understand? The way we take care of things out here is with flags, whistles, penalties, and ejections, and we don't want to have to do that tonight. You guys take care of it, and we won't have to do our job, okay? We'll do our job, and you guys do your job. Jemison, you're going to be the visiting team, and I want to flip a coin. You're going to call in the air. That side of the coin is the head side. That side is the tail side. There's the tail side, and that's the head side, okay? While it's up in the air and you call it, I want you to repeat what he says. You understand me? You ready? Heads. You call heads. It's going to be tails. Defer. You want to defer to the second half.
All right, so there you hear it. Pell City wins it. They defer to the second half. So when we come back, kickoff, the Pell City Panthers hosting the Jaguars of Mae Jemison. It's the final game of the 2020 season for the Pell City Panthers. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by Hargray Communications on 94.1 FM The River.
If you're ready to take your pistol, rifle, or shotgun experience to the next level, the CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park can get you there. For a small fee, you can spend a whole day of marksmanship practice in half the time of the other ranges. Instead of walking back and forth and changing targets, you can concentrate on learning and watching your scores increase. And with the top-notch staff, you can learn more and perform better at your pace. The CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park, just 2 miles from the Speedway off of I-20. Find us on the web at thecmp.org.
From time to time, we could all use a loan, and Union State Bank needs to be your first call. Personal loans for cars, boats, vacations, and debt consolidation, working capital, lines of credit, plus construction loans for businesses and mortgages. Whether it's a first mortgage, refinancing home equity, or home construction loans, that's Union State Bank. Stop by and see our great rates on all types of loans. Union State Bank in Pell City, Asheville, Cedar Bluff, Center, Hoover, Lakeshore, Pleasant Grove, Pelham, Trussville, and Destin, Florida. In Pell City, call 884-1520. Union State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Forever Memories Monument Company, a local company that specializes in custom black granite markers, bronze markers, and beautiful stones from around the world. Plus a dedicated, friendly staff to make sure you're well taken care of, and they can deliver anywhere in the state with 2 convenient locations, Highway 231 South in Pell City and on the Parkway in Moody. Check out the website, forevermemoriesmonuments.net, or call 884-3040 or 640-3040. That's Forever Memories Monument Company, with nearly 3 decades of trusted service.
In these times of stress and uncertainty, the best way to combat the threat of COVID-19 is to be prepared. When it comes to disinfection and sanitization, ServPro cleanup practices follow CDC guidelines and use EPA-approved products. We're here to help you protect your business and your employees 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, until life is back to normal in the communities we call home. Call on your certified cleanup and sanitization experts at ServPro of Talladega, Clay, and Randolph counties, and ServPro of St. Clair County at 256-378-1319. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Say hello to Real Speed with Hargray Internet. Perfect for today's most advanced TVs, tablets, and gaming systems. Go faster with Hargray and enjoy the fastest internet in town and hometown service you deserve. Call 205-350-9885. That's 205-350-9885 and switch to Hargray today. Go to hargray.com for more information.
Henderson's Builder Supply Company, serving Pell City, St. Clair County, and surrounding areas since 1945. That's 4 generations. Locally owned and operated, Henderson specializes in treated and regular lumber, roof trusses, building materials, and hardware. They also offer many special order items such as doors, windows, and siding. Conveniently located in downtown Pell City and offering knowledgeable customer service. Call Henderson's Builder Supply at 338-2261. Proud to support Pell City High School Panther football. Go Panthers!
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of friendly, caring bankers that work to meet the needs of everyone in the community. Whether it's personal or business checking, investment accounts, consumer and commercial lending, home mortgages, equity lines of credit, and more, Metro Bank would love the opportunity to serve you. Come home to us, Metro Bank. Call for more, 884-2265. That's 884-BANK. Metro Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, Panthers kicking from right to left. Return man takes it to the 20, across the far side, the 30, the 40, and stood up by the Panther special teams at the 47-yard line. Good wedge right there for Mae Jemison. And some good field position for the Jaguars to start this game.
Xander Lackey on the special teams tackle for the Panthers. Pretty good field position. That kick, Adam, did not go that deep, but it also was kind of a line drive. So that gave the return man pretty good kick to work with, and he takes it out to the 47.
Panthers come out on defense. 3 down linemen. Going to see some wishbone. Going to see the triple option. Got twins in the slots, all kinds of misdirection stuff. Here comes the sweep this side across midfield down to the Panther 49-yard line. That's going to be a 4-yard run to start the ball game here for Mae Jemison on offense.
I like it. Bryson Cloud with the wrist lock tackle, Adam. Got him by the arm to make the initial contact. Be a 4-yard, to make it a 5-yard gain for the Jaguars.
Ball at the near hash of the 49. Again, you can watch this on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Both of those, 94.1 FM The River. 2nd down and 4. Near hash going from left to right, starting up the game on offense. Quarterback looks to the right to hand off. The running back going left. There is the handoff down to the 46-yard line. 3rd down and a long 2, close to 3 here for Mae Jemison.
Jalen Gilbert making the stop, along with linebacker Matt Fry. 34 Brilliant Swift as well. All three of those guys hitting the ball carrier from different angles. It'll bring up a 3rd and short out of a 3rd and 3.
Ball remains at the near hash. 2 receivers up top. A wing to the left side of the offensive line. Here comes the option. Quarterback, the pitch, the ball's on the turf, and it's going to be recovered by Mae Jemison. No, still on the turf, picked up. The 40 by the Panthers. 30, 20, he's going to go all the way. The scoop and the score for Pell City. Carlos Herring, touchdown Panthers. Woo!
Adam, we talk about the importance of everybody doing their job. At that time, it was well played. Pitch man Brian Keller was right up in his face. Number 9, Jake Coleman, comes in and has the ball carrier, but then it's number 5, Carlos Herring, who finally corrals the loose ball, and he's the one that takes it in for the score. Carlos Herring is that ball hawk type player, always around the football.
Gannon Osborne about to attempt the PAT to the upright to our left, holding.
Got to run a man on late.
Yep.
Adam, number 30, Drew Sisson, onto the field.
You see the replay there on our video side. The kick is up, lots of leg, and it's good. 10-14 left to go here in this first quarter. Panthers up early, 7-0. You're listening to Pell City Football, brought to you by Heartbreak Communications on 94.1 FM The River.
Great food and great atmosphere? Now that's simple. Buffalo Wild Wings in Pell City. Whether it's their classic chicken wings, juicy bacon cheeseburger, or a salad, Buffalo Wild Wings has it all. And of course, if it's sports, it's gonna be on one of the TVs at B-Dubs. Dine in, call ahead for pickup, or download the B-Dubs app to place your order and get rewards like free food. Buffalo Wild Wings in Pell City.
Back here at Pell City High School. The Pell City Panthers up early, 7-0 here on the 47-yard scoop and score by Carlos Herring. That's a good way to start the ball game, man.
Yeah, excellent play by that Pell City defense. Now we'll kick it off again.
Osborne, high end over end kick, taken at the 11-yard line near side. Across the 20, 25, about the 28-yard line. We're going to start on offense here once again for Mae Jemison.
Xander Lackey doing a good job on special teams again. That's 2 for 2. He had a tackle on the opening kickoff. And for our radio listeners, don't want to forget you guys that may not have video for tonight's game. The Jemison Jaguars, white and purple and gold. White jerseys, purple numbers, gold pants, white helmets with a gold and purple stripe. And that's a visual of your Jemison Jaguars.
Mae Jemison going from left to right. Big hole, first down and more across a 40, 45, and finally drugged down in Panther territory down to the 47-yard line. Big gain right there for the Jaguars.
Yeah, running back just kept turning, kept spinning and turning, breaking tackles and spinning through the Panther secondary across his midfield before number 5 Carlos Herring and number 10 Harrison Fosnock can finally bring him down.
First down and 10. The ball remains at the near hash, and it looks like we got some movement on the right side of the offensive line. That should back them up 5 yards back into their own territory.
Right tackle number 67 for Mae Jemison, going to come across. Brilliant Swift does the immediate point. And it was him, back him up 5, and now take him back into Mae Jemison territory at the 49-yard line.
Trying to work out some audio issues. Got some clicking going on. If you hear that, we're working on that. Bear with us. If you're not hearing it, well, that's good. First down and 15. The ball back at the Jaguar 49-yard line. Give to the back, left side, gets back into Pell City territory, down to the 48-yard line. Still a couple of yards short of the original line of scrimmage. Still second down and long. 9-10 left to go here in this first quarter. A 47-yard fumble recovery into the end zone by Carlos Herring, gives us a 7-0 lead early.
Great job by number 52, Jalen Gilbert, in that middle defensive lineman position, defensive tackle over the football. Great stop.
2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Nothing left side. Heaves it up. Pass is going to be just a tad bit short of the intended receiver, running stride for stride, the senior Harrison Fosnaw. That's going to be incomplete. Here comes 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Fosnaw catches a break, though, Adam, because the receiver has the better position on him, and the ball's thrown to the middle of the field. Thankfully for the Panthers, thrown a little too far out of the reach, but sometimes it's not just running stride for stride, it's about body position. And if that ball was thrown more on target, that could have been trouble for Pell City.
We're going to go down to Scott Elliott right after this play here on the sidelines. 3rd down and 12. The quarterback keeper got some blockers inside the 45, the 40, and stopped at the 39-yard line. Good for a pretty good run, but still a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Let's go down to our Pell City Internal and Family Medicine sideline reporter, Scott Elliott.
One thing that I've noticed is Mae Jemison does have some beef on their offensive line. They've got some big old boys that Pell City's going up against. That's why he's having so much time in the backfield.
Well, Scott Elliott, I think they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's going to put those big potties to the test, as it'll be 4th down and about 3. Great tackle there by Harrison Fosnaw to get the quarterback out of bounds before reaching the 1st down, but it brings up the 4th and short.
Out of the shotgun, and there is a whistle right at it, and we got a timeout by Mae Jemison. Let's take it with him as well. 8:31 left to go here in this first quarter. Panthers up 7-0. Pell City football brought to you by Hargray Communications on 94.1 The River.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please go forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call me, Bart Perry, in Pell City, at 525-0726. That's 525-0726. And come check us out at our brand new location next to the Pell City Coffee Company on Highway 231 South.
We're back at Pete Rich Stadium. The Pell City Panthers are up 7-0 early in this ball game. 4th down and 3 coming up for Mae Jemison. It's a go ahead and want to talk about the options on this play here.
Well, I think with the type of offense they run, there's numerous options. I do think they'll keep it on the ground here, and they'll probably do what they're comfortable with, Adam. I look for possibly a type of pitch play to the boundary.
Yeah, 4th down and 3 for Mae Jemison. They're going from left to right. The give to the up back, lowers his head. Ooh, maybe on the spin, second effort. Mae Jemison says they got it. Pell City says no. And they do not get it. It's a turnover on downs. Good play by the defense here for Pell City.
Really surprised that they didn't look at this closer measurement. But quick decision by the official, Adam, to say turnover on downs to the Pell City Panthers. So, and also surprised me with the play calling. They didn't try to do anything fancy, just a straight give up the middle to the running back or fullback. And Pell City's defense up to the task. Great job creating the turnover for the touchdown earlier, and this time on turnover on downs for that Panther defense, stepping up early.
Going from right to left, hard bark for Smith. Nobody jumps. Now he looks to the near sideline. Here comes the play in on offense. One back split to the left. There's a quick screen pass to Carson Walker. Here go the Jets, 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain. That is a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Adam, I'm giving you that inch sign. That was that close to going the distance. So just a quick pass out to the sideline. Carson Walker has the heads. Looks like those legs are doing better. He's been kind of banged up the last couple of weeks. And Carson Walker, one of those Panthers, has been starting at least 3 years, probably playing back through his entire career going to his freshman year. And getting off to a nice start earlier offensively.
Up to the 48-yard line. That's where Pell City has it. Their opening drive on offense. Up 7-0. A scoop and score by Herring for the Panthers. There's a quick screen pass far side. It is Clow, Bryson Clow, trying to get to the 50-yard line. Good for a couple of yards.
Bryson Cloud, another one of our seniors, Adam, who's done a lot of good, positive things for Pell City, both offensively and defensively, and really getting more involved offensively here in the latter half of the season. Been starting throughout the season on defense as an outside linebacker.
2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. Ball right at the middle of the field at the far hash. Panthers going from right to left. Out of the shotgun. There's to give to Keith. A nice quick move to the right at the line of scrimmage. Now bouncing outside, inside the 45. First down to the 41-yard line. Another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Adam, I saw what you've alluded to so many times this season. Number 24, Quentin Hicks. Man, he has a tendency to rock forward right before the ball is snapped.
Yeah.
And that was one of those that I think you talked about. I thought for a second we might get a flag. It's right at the snap, so I guess he's just getting full advantage of getting that momentum on the Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Trips down low to the wide side. Again, the screen. Cantrell Borden, can he get to the edge? 35-30, 25-20, cut back in, 15-10, dragging the defensive back inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Got the edge, and he turned the Jets on and drug them for about 8 yards.
You know, that is what can happen when everything works to perfection. It starts with your quarterback, Adam. He led the receiver perfectly. Baylor Smith put that ball exactly where you want to put it. Not only did number 2, Cantrell Borden, not have to break stride, he actually has to accelerate a little bit to catch the ball, and it showed when he hit the sideline. Made a nice move, taking it down to the 5.
35-yard gain. There's the give to Big Hits. Left side, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1, across the goal line, and the Panthers now up 13-0 with 7:06 left to go in the first quarter. A 6-yard touchdown run by the big fullback.
Tremendous job by that Panther offensive line. And they like to run to the right side. That time it was to the left side. And got to give some love to Ryan Aldridge, doing a nice job. He wasn't touched. Hicks wasn't touched on that carry.
Aldridge, one of the seniors on the squad tonight. The kick by Richard, up and good. So with 7:06 left to go here in this first quarter, the Panthers up early, 14-0. You're listening to Pell City Football, brought to you by Hargrave Communications on 94.1 FM The River.
Good Game Company is proud to support the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold and the Pell City High School football team and cheerleaders. In business for over 60 years, Good Game Company believes in building relationships. You will notice Good Game Company's professional workmanship in projects like the new Town and Country Ford in Pell City, Northside Medical Associates, WKW, Iceman Automotive, Ford Meter Box, Honda of Alabama, and many more. Building relationships for over 60 years in Pell City, Good Game Company is proud to support our community and our schools. Go Panthers and go Marching Band of Gold.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers up 14-0 early in this first quarter. Osborne kicking from right to left. Return man fumbles it at the 12. Guys go back inside the 10 on the near side. Across the middle of the field, stretching it out, 20, 25, close to the 30-yard line. Going to turn out to be about a 19-yard gain, and he ran about 80 yards for those 19.
Yeah, Harrison Fosnaugh with the tackle out there finally, but still not the worst job by our special teams, holding them inside the 30. I think it'll probably be around the 28. And, Adam, I was going to say before the kickoff, I think this is as clean as Pell City's played to start a game. Looking good out there early.
And because of that, we see the 14-0 advantage. And you're exactly right, Lance. I mean, we haven't seen a clean game out of Pell City many times this year, and we've seen it in this first half of the first quarter, and we got a 14-0 advantage. Pump fake, looking far side. There's Carson Walker, tight man. That one is going to land 5 yards out of bounds on the far side. Here comes second down. That is not what Mae Jemison wants to do. They want to run. 90% of the time, they're running the option, they're running the wishbone, they're running the triple option. They don't like to pass the ball.
Yeah, that's an excellent job by number 15, Carson Walker. He's running step for step with his guy. ball's thrown to the sideline, and he's pinned to the boundary anyway. Nothing good was going to happen on that play, even if the ball had been thrown perfectly. Great coverage by Carson Walker, number 15.
Going from left to right at the far hash. Quarterback hikes his right leg, puts a man in motion, keeps the ball across the 30 to the 31, 32-yard line. Good for about 4 yards. Here comes a third down and long. Panthers up 14-0, 6.5 left to go here in this first quarter.
Nice job by number 30, Drew Sisson. And again, it's about discipline by our defenders because they have to know where the ball's going and who's got the ball. A lot of different looks coming from what we might even see a wishbone. When's the last time you saw somebody run the wishbone? You're going to see some triple option. And these guys like to move guys around and keep a defense guessing.
One receiver split to each side, got a wing on each side as well. There's the give to the lone back across the 35. He falls forward to the 36-yard line. Third down and 2 now for Mae Jemison. Panthers on top 14-0. Want to remind you, you can watch this game live as well as listen to the audio live, Facebook and YouTube. Either one of those, search for 94.1 FM The River. Got a timeout? Let's take it with them as well. 5:43 left to go first quarter. It's Panther football brought to you by Hargrave Communications. Well, I thought it was a timeout. What happened?
I think we've just got a punt.
All right. Thought somebody called it out. I guess we're going to stay in there, so we're not going to break.
Adam, something to watch here, buddy. Don't always get the strongest kicks from the punter, and I think we've got a chance to do something in the return game. We know we got an explosive guy back there in Kentrell Borden. The punter typically only kicks the ball 20, 25 yards.
Yeah, that's going to be a delay of game against Mae Jemison, so now it's going to be fourth down and longer. Fourth down and about 8 now. The ball back at the 31-yard line of Mae Jemison. Kicking from left to right, standing at our 45-yard line to the right is Kentrell Borden. Standing just inside the 20 to the left is the punter. Good snap. Comes a good rush. Oh, that thing is ugly. Might have even been tipped at the 40, now 42-yard line. Oh, almost had a boneheaded play by a Pell City Panther right there, and he's getting fussed at. I don't know if he was almost blocked into the ball or what, but everybody should have stayed away from the ball. One Panther got really close, and he got a little earful from a coach.
We can see right here, Adam, if it weren't for the leg, I believe he would have touched it, and I don't think he understands that makes the punt a live ball, and possession could have gone back over to Mae Jemison. He'll understand it in just a few minutes.
Oh, he's understanding it now with the coach in his ear.
Yeah, just not something you want to do there. He'll learn.
Yeah. First down and 10. Panthers do get it with some great